What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Raj from Raj Reviews, and today, before I get into the video, if you want to skip this portion, I just want to explain the last 18 months, so I'll put a timestamp here just for the Jordan 1 review. So before I get into the video, I really wanted to address the last 18 months. So at the time when I just uploaded my last video, I had recently gone into the University of Washington. Although it's nearby to me, it's just in Seattle, and I was living in a suburb a little bit east of there. So with that, kind of just wanted to experience more of the college experience itself. So I really wanted to focus on my academics, and with that school being such a rigorous and academic focused school, you really had to be in there in the moment. So I really wanted to make the most of my time there. So I pushed YouTube kind of to the back burner, if you will. And at the same time, I was also balancing out working at my parents' Indian restaurant that we have in Woodinville. So that's my hometown. So it's been a little hard just to sort of balance those two things out. So I pushed YouTube off just a little bit, and then the last month, so the landlords or the real estate investors of the complex that we were in at my parents' restaurant sold the properties. So all the businesses that were in there and sort of they had to move out. So we luckily were able to find a spot, but we had to close down our location of 22 years. So that was a lot of an emotional attachment that I kind of had to lose. So I had to take some time off to kind of focus on there and be with my people. So that's sort of, if that can help explain the last year, it's been just a lot of transitioning and going through a lot. So sorry I couldn't make all the content I needed to, but everything seems to be kind of coming back up and spiraling upwards with the new location and adjusting back to my senior year of college. So yeah, so I have more time now to focus on my hobbies again. So I'm really looking forward to this video. I really love this shoe. So without further ado, let's get into it. Y'all clicked on this video for a reason, and it's for the Jordan 1 taxis, or the yellow toes, if you will. So before I get into the shoes, I really want to talk about the box, just because it's a pretty cool looking box. Considering the price point, and this is the price point that was it's crazy to me. It's I forget when I got these, but I got these off of GOAT, and I remember paying $220 for this. These have been sitting for a little bit on my shelf. I wore it, I think, to our closing ceremony at the restaurant because the logo that we use is yellow. So I actually got this hat from my girlfriend. She made a custom hat for us. So this is sort of the logo that we're working with, the Indian Palace, of course. So it's just a yellow logo right here. So really cool that it sort of represents to me, that's kind of why I like it a lot. My favorite color is yellow to begin with, and then just with our brand sort of using the yellow, it is super cool. So I really do like the box, and I think it's something I'm going to keep. I won't really discard it like my other boxes, but enough talking about the boxes. Let's kind of get into sneakers. So here are the shoes. I did do the on feet portion before I filmed this. Oh well. So I wore these a little bit, as you can see. So they are a little bit dirty on the bottom, but the yellow that kind of continues around the shoe is probably my favorite part. Again, the taxis, of course. I mean, it's gotta be yellow. So the bottom itself is just really cool. And then you have the toe box itself following the black toe, or I believe it's called the bread toe color blocking. So I find this to be a really simple sneaker to wear. I mean, just again, everyone keeps comparing this dang thing to the shattered backwards, and I freaking hate that. I think that these shoes are its own thing. Again, the leather quality is there, and I would say it's on par with the shattered backboards. Again, these are both $170 sneakers. I mean, the leather can't really be all that much better. Again, there's profit margins to be made. So I would say the leather, it falls in that category of tumbled to soft leather. It's nothing you're not going to get something that is super quality focused when you're paying about this much, just because again, the market now, especially with inflation and all sorts of things, I mean, you're not getting that same cow. I'm just telling you that right now. So the color blocking to me is super fantastic. Again, you could wear this with literally anything. And the leather, again, the black, it is really soft. I mean, it's kind of coming up here. You can see the little crease marks here and there. Again, the tumbled sort of continues right here. I believe it is this soft tumbled. I mean, once you look at it a little bit, I mean, it does seem like it is a pretty authentic leather. Again, a part of me feels like it might be a little bit faked or overly tumbled to compensate for it not being as high quality. But again, I mean, the white leather itself, it is pretty good. I mean, you have that tumbled-esque looking thing. I hope that comes on the camera, but tumbled here, and you have more like that that kind of printed leather right here. So this one I have a feeling is a little bit more on the pleather side, if that makes sense. So all in all, it doesn't take away from the shoe at all. I feel like this shoe stands on its own. Again, with that being very accessible to the masses, I mean, like I was able to get this super early off of like GOAT for all places. And again, I know like different markets had their release. I know Japan or the Asia market had like a release that was ridiculously early. And I think, I don't know if the UK or the Europe market had it pretty recently as well. So you're able to pick this up for ridiculously low. Again, like if this were to have came out in 2020 or early 21, I'm sure this thing would have like resold for 450, that range. So I know people, I'm not really too much in the reselling market. So I don't really know too much about like tomorrow, but if I were to make an assumption is that this shoe, if it follows the trend of the Jordan 1, this is definitely going to be a shoe that's going to be worth a lot in the future. And I feel like I'm not really in the reselling thing again, but if people who are trying to buy this to resell, I mean, right now you're not going to get your return. And I'm going to be like, just thinking that. I do know that people like who work at Nike and have their insides, their ins, they're getting this for 50% off retail. So that's probably what's kind of driving the market right now. They're already making their cut. So with that in mind, I feel like this sneaker itself is the one to buy right now. Just because, again, the colorway is super simple. And again, really cool for autumn, fall, winter. You know how it is. And the leather itself is super soft. And it's something that's going to break in super quickly. When I had it on feet, it is probably my favorite thing. I think even the inside liner itself, it is more on the softer side. I know I had another pair that's like a little bit more on the like rough. So this like softness right here inside, a pair with this like leather right here. And I believe this might be, I don't know, it's a very soft leather. I don't know if I can tell if it's like if it's not like a good quality one or not, but with that, this really soft right here, it's something that's definitely going to break in really fast with you. So regardless of the shape itself, I mean, it's not going to follow that 85 cut. I know a lot of people have been talking about that one as well. So really cool sneaker. Again, going from the style point of view, I really like it. One thing I wish that I've been seeing on the explore pages on Instagram is that people have some laces. I've been looking all around. I don't have any white or yellow laces. I've seen white or yellow laces, like just all with like other people's pairs. So I don't know what to believe. I don't know if there's like a discrepancy in the quality control in Nike's factories or whatever's going on, but I haven't seen, I personally did not get the pair with the excess laces, even though I feel like this shoe should have a yellow white lace. So that's my only gripe against it. And also, before I forget, the one thing I do not like about this shoe is that they got these new weird insoles. I don't know what on earth these are and why they're in here, but they're like, I don't know if it's called Dream Cell or something. I know they were like transitioning to this. These insoles are not really that comfortable. Like they look like they're comfortable because they're super soft, but there's just way too much give. In my opinion, they kind of dropped the bag on this one. So I don't really like it, but it's a really cool touch that it's also following the yellow colorway. A lot of times I know they just stick like a white insole and call it a day, but that's really cool. They kind of had that little touch. But I personally just wear like a Pegasus insole on here just because, again, I feel like those ones are a little bit more responsive and a little more soft. I mean, here's that if you want to see it. So yeah, I think putting a running insole, if your shoes do have that like ability to take it out, super cool. But enough about this. So let's kind of maybe go into the on feet. So without further ado, let's kind of get that on.
You heard me? Still the same Cam, who I was is who I am. Drive the Chevy like a lamb, rolling up by the gram. Always sticking to the plan. Them other niggas lacking vision. I'm 20. Niggas know. Yeah. Real niggas know. Stuck on stacks. See y'all nigga. Stuck on. You don't have to understand. Stuck on stacks. Stuck on stacks. Look outside, I'm pulling up. Going down, we going up. I need a girl that know what's up. I close the deal, she open up. Need a bad bitch, she throw it up.
well, I hope you guys enjoyed the on foot of the Jordan 1 Taxi, or the yellow toe as well. Final thoughts of this sneaker. Outside, I think as you guys saw on the on feet, it looks pretty decent with like the various different colors of pants. I try to get the more common colors like green and the khaki as well, and also the cargo style as well. But overall, I think this sneaker is going to be really good for autumn and then winter as well. Maybe even in spring too. The warm colors always do really look good in like these months as well. Overall though, the leather, the quality materials is really good. I think based on the grain right here, you can tell it's pretty similar. Again, I hate to say this, but it's pretty similar to the shattered backboards. I feel like overall, this is a very good value for the like dollar, just because again, I got these like pretty early and it's very accessible. Like a lot of people are getting these really early. So I feel like Saturday comes around the 24th when these release, I think in the US market. So I feel like that's only going to bring the price down a little bit more, but I think within a year or two, you're going to see this sneaker just like skyrocket in value, just because again, it's a very simple colorway, and generally everyone likes the bread toe color blocking. Again, I think this is the one thing that I also really like, and it's very simple. Again, the Jordan 1 is a very simple sneaker, so you really can't go wrong. Again, like every single portion, I would say maybe the white might be a little suspect for like quality being not there. But again, the butterness of the leather, and I think it's a very soft sneaker as well. So really, I think you can't go wrong with this. The materials are there, and this is a solid sneaker. So I'm really happy, and I can't wait to wear this more around campus this year. So that sort of wraps up the video. So I guess, yeah, making my kind of comeback to YouTube again. I tried something new with just reviewing a sneaker a little bit early, a hype sneaker, if you will. So that's been pretty cool. So I might stick to more of the clothing route and also tech. So I guess I might be planning to make some more videos on that stuff. And I got a few plans. So hopefully you guys stay tuned. And if you like the video, sub if you love it. So yeah, I'm just sort of making my comeback again. I have more time to make more videos. So expect more on the channel, and I'll catch you next one. Raj Reviews saying peace.